In this video, we're going to talk about what is a cover letter, or as some people call it, what is a resume cover page. So in the What is a Resume video, we stated that a resume is an introduction of you to an employer. So what does a cover letter or cover page do? Well, the cover letter provides a solid example showcasing what you accomplished that is relevant to the position. Now, the common mistake most people make is they take what's on their resume, something from their resume, and they slap it onto the cover letter. Unfortunately, this is not good. Because one, it's a sign of laziness to the employer. Like, you can't even present the best you to me. You would rather copy something from your resume and slap it onto your cover letter. Never, ever, ever do that. What you should do is you should take one item from the job description. That's if you're reading the job description, but you should be reading it. So take one item from the job description and then provide a solid example of how you either solved the problem in that area, how you prevented a problem in that area, how you set up a system, a process, and just how you dealt with that particular item indicated in the job description. That's important because you want to show how you can help this employer in an area where they need assistance. If they put it in the job description and you're reading it, it's something they need. So if you can address it and give a solid example, you're going to look really good to the employer. Now, I know what you're thinking right now. Okay, how do I set up this cover letter? How do I get this thing going so I can impress these employers and get them to call me? Here's the thing. There isn't one way to create a cover letter. Okay, there's no correct way to create a cover letter. There are many ways, and you can easily go online and search cover letter examples, and you'll find a ton of examples. They're all different because there's different ways. But the key is you're going to have to experiment to see what works for you. Now, I thought about giving a sample, but the truth is every time I did that in the past, I didn't like it because the moment I give an example, you cease to be unique. You're no longer different. You don't differentiate yourself from me giving you an example. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I've witnessed this. Imagine me giving that example and imagine you being an employer or a recruiter and you're getting people sending you cover letters that are very similar in wording, in format, and you can tell, all of these people probably found the same resume or cover letter online. They probably copied, didn't really put any thought to it. See, what I'm trying to get you to see is the cover letter should be you pulling from your experience a solid example that applies to one item that's in that job description and coming from your experience, nowhere else. If you can do that, the format does not matter. Trust me on this. It does not matter. And I'm sure some people are going to disagree with me on this, but it doesn't matter. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and I'm telling you, the format of your cover letter does not matter. It's what's within that cover letter that matters the most. So what I want you to do is I want you to find a job you want. I want you to find one item in that job description, and I want you to address that item in your cover letter. Did you solve that problem before? Did you prevent that problem? Did you set up a system? Did you set up a process? Like, address that problem. Now, what I do is completely different from most people, but I'm going to tell you in a couple of minutes how my cover letter is set up. But I can recall a time when I sent out just a cover letter for a job, and I end up getting an email back to set up a job interview. Now, at no time did they see my resume. They just saw cover letter. We like him. Let's call him. Let's interview him. So now you're probably thinking, what in the heck was in that cover letter? And so the truth is, what was in that cover letter is exactly what I'm telling you to do, is to provide a solid example of how the company will benefit from talking to you. That's all I did. Now, of course, once we set up the interview, they say, hey, we want your resume too. And I sent that. But they didn't see my resume first. All they saw was the cover letter, the solid example. It piqued their interest. They called me for an interview and we set up the interview. Now, what was in my cover letter doesn't really matter. It was an example. But I can tell you this much. The first paragraph was 2 sentences. The second paragraph was 3 sentences. And the final paragraph was 2 sentences. That's pretty much how I create all my cover letters. 2, 3, 2. I introduce myself. The second paragraph addresses the issue, the problem that I saw in that job description. And then the third paragraph, thank them for their consideration. That's it. Nothing crazy. So now, if you have any questions about cover letters, I want you to post them below. Seriously, ask any questions you have, because I just might create a video based on the question that you ask. I'm being serious. I love hearing what you want to know, because then it makes my life easier. I know what I want to create, but I'm more interested in what you want me to create. So if you tell me what you want to learn more about, I'll definitely create the video and I'll definitely answer your question. I'm just being honest. I want to help you to get to where you are, to where you want to go from where you are. I mean, that's just why I'm here. I'm here to help you. So if you tell me what you want, I'll definitely do my best to get it to you. Now, in the next video, we're going to talk about how to find a career you love. That's so important. I'm going to say this, and don't take it the wrong way, but why work a job for money and you can't stand that job when you can work a job that you like and enjoy that will pay you money? That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to show you how to identify a career that you love. And when I show you this and I explain it to you, it's so simple. You're going to be upset that you overlooked it, but that's okay, because you're here today and you're going to learn exactly what you need to do. So I'll see you in the next video. You take care, you be safe, and you stay blessed.